Hello everyone, my name is Sean Berg. Today we're going to be looking at the receiving activities that a video game would commonly go through. This is for the Introduction to Logistics course by Professor Yancey. Today's date is September 11th, 2023. First off, we're going to go with scheduling delivery vehicles and yard control. Companies such as Walmart would call or email or contact in some other fashion the supplier that they're ordering from for the amount of the game in question and for whatever consoles they would like to have it on, and for whatever date is either available for the supplier or the customer being Walmart itself. Main thing is so they don't overlap their deliveries with other vehicles. And then unloading the product from delivery vehicles would be as simple as unloading the pallets that these would come on with a forklift or even a pallet jack, depending on the weight of the pallet. Going forward, you would be checking the product quality and quantity. This would consist of counting the number of boxes that were received against what was ordered, most commonly with a paper manifest while counting these boxes. Employees should also be checking the boxes for obvious signs of damage, such as wet cardboard boxes, or if they're dented, crushed, or torn. This can be taken further depending on the location the items are being received at, such as a retail store. They go ahead and cut the boxes open to inspect the quantity, just to guarantee that if the box says it should have 30 in it, it's got 30. And quality, if the box has already been damaged, well, we want to make sure that the products are in good condition even so. Going forward from there, we're going to be entering the data into the warehouse management system. It can be done in a couple different ways, but the most common is to scan the SKU barcodes located most commonly on the singular product right here on the bottom right hand corner of the box. They also have SKUs that are on the exterior of the cardboard boxes that these come in as well. Sometimes those don't have the quantity that's supposed to be in the box baked into the SKU. So at that point, you would just open the box and count them, scan the SKU of either the box itself or the singular item, and then input the quantity manually into your scanner as well. Safeguarding and labeling these products is relatively simple at the warehouse level. It can be done as easily as reducing access that employees have to them, and as well as not stacking skids upon skids of them. I mean, they're pretty fragile, so we don't want to crush them. Labeling, though, can be done in a variety of ways, especially down at the store level. So they can either use pre-existing SKU again, or they can use a sticker barcode that they place somewhere on the packaging. I've seen it placed over SKUs. I've also seen it placed on the front of it just willy-nilly, depending on whether or not they're wanting to use a sale price instead of the MRSP. Safeguarding at the store level can be done a few different ways. Most commonly, though, you'll see them behind a sliding glass door that's locked. You gotta have an employee go get the product for you. They can also do things if they're not doing that, if they're just storing them on shelving. I've seen them with the magnetic alarms on them, where once you walk through the entrance, when you're exiting with it, if it's not been deactivated or removed, it'll sound an alarm throughout the store. There's also uncommonly security dye packets like the ones you find on clothing. Those are rarely done, but it does happen. And then we've got the JIT, or just in time, and cross-docking. So just in time, relatively simple for these. The supplier is going to manufacture a certain amount of them based on prior sales, using their production forecast. And then the buyer, such as Walmart, would be doing essentially the same thing with their order that they're placing, going against the sales that they made in years prior with similar items. Um, that's just in time. Cross-docking, on the other hand, as in the case of a Walmart distribution center, if they were receiving a bulk item of these, they get them in, say our local Madison one ordered 150 copies, they would take whatever requisite amount boxes that would make that total directly off of the delivery vehicle and throw it onto the next delivery vehicle that would be bringing them to Madison without any storage necessary for those items. That's it. Thanks for your time. Have a good night.